Welcome back to another Deep Dive with Derek. I'm your host, Derek, but my friends call me D-Rock, here with another Phish reaction. Jump right in. Timestamps are in the description. If you're new here, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. On this channel, I take a deep dive into songs that or music really, that I like but missed, and I never took a chance or never took the time to listen to it, including Phish. So here I am with another Phish reaction. If you're new here, I'd like to personally welcome you to the channel. Consider subscribing if this is something that you're interested in. If you've been here before, welcome back. Certainly glad you could be here. Give this a like if this is something that's interesting to you. And anyway, let's jump right in. I don't monetize these videos. I think that the attention and advertising model is largely responsible for a lot of bad things in the world, we'll say. So if you want to support this channel, you certainly don't have to, but if you want to, you can sometimes find a thanks button down below. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Think of that as a tip jar. You can buy me a beer. You can support me with micro donations. Those links are in the description below. So here we go. I missed on Lawn Boy. I missed a song that's often requested, Bouncing Around the Room. So I'm going to first jump into the album version. That's for me. If you want to skip to the live, again, timestamp down below. But let's check out Bouncing Around the Room from Lawn Boy. Okay, it's interesting.
The woman was a dream I had, though rather hard to keep. For when my eyes were watching hers, they closed, and I was still asleep. For when my hand was holding hers, she whispered words and I awoke. And faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke. I awoke, and faintly bouncing round the room, the echo of whomever spoke.
Is he saying that the echo of the person talking is bouncing around the room? I don't know what that means. It probably means nothing. Everybody says stop thinking about the lyrics, but when I saw the title Bouncing Around the Room, I pictured like a person bouncing around the room.
The place I sought was far beneath the surface of the sea. My sight was poor, but I was sure the sirens sang their song for me. They dance above me as I sing. I see them through a crystal haze, and hear them bouncing round the room, the never-ending choral maze. The crystal haze, and hear them bouncing round the room, the never-ending choral maze. Then before and now once more I'm bouncing round the room.
I like that piano backdrop. Yeah, just real quick, who's singing that? That little kind of like talking, singing mixture in the background. Often, from what I think I've seen, is Mike, but that didn't sound like Mike. So is that Paige?
Round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time when once again I'm bouncing round the room.
Like when there's two singers singing simultaneously different things. Or is there three? So is there a jam part to this song? It's only a couple minutes or less than a minute. What kind of ending was that? All right. So as I was listening to that, I was trying to think. Like, I'm not sure necessarily that that was requested. Might have been. I think more likely is it. Oh, what's the popular live one? I think is that the first live album. I think as I was looking through that, a lot of those songs I had checked out, but a couple of them I hadn't. So I wonder if that's where the bounce from the room came from. Anyway, I'll be back with a live version. See you shortly. Okay, welcome back. Here we go. I found a version from July of 1997, Walnut Creek Amphitheater. Bouncing around the room, North Carolina. Let's jump right in. Before we jump right in, let me walk that back. I just found a song from the 90s, and I didn't rely on Phish.net. As you may know, maybe you don't, because it didn't get a lot of views. I did Split Open and Melt, and the live version I did was Coventry, and everybody's face split open and melt because, oh no, why would you do this? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I did it because I relied on Phish.net for a good version, and it referred to that as a very emotional song. And anyway, Phish fans lost their shit, so I did a second version, and the second version got copyright infringement. It took a long time to get that figured out. Once it was finally released, not that many people have seen it. So if you want to check out my second time watching live Split Open and Meld, you can do that here. So anyway, in that video that I just referenced, I talked about my distaste or disdain for Phish.net for steering me in the wrong direction, steering me towards a Coventry song. But I know not to do that again. So anyway, here we go. Bouncing around the room. They chatting with each other. Is that telling them, hey, we should do this? Nice. Rhythm section to start.
Woman was a dream I had, though rather hard to keep.
Is he in college? Is he looking like me? He looks like he's in a collared shirt. Come on.
When my eyes were watching hers, they closed, and I was still asleep. When my hand was holding hers, she whispered words and I awoke. And daily bouncing round the room, the echo of who never spoke. And I awoke, and daily bouncing round the room, the echo of who never spoke. The place I sought was far beneath the surface of the sea. My sight was poor, but I was sure the sirens sang their song.
He looks so
for
different.
me. They dance above me as I sink.
I've seen a couple of these shows from the 90s. They have candles behind them. That just seems crazy to me.
I see them through a crystal haze and hear their sweet sound bouncing round the never-ending
So young.
coral maze. The crystal haze and hear them bouncing round the room, the never-ending coral maze. Then before and now once more I'm bouncing round the room. That time and once again I'm bouncing round the room.
I said it's not Mike. If you go back to the studio version, I said I don't think that's Mike, and I was wrong.
Once more I'm bouncing round the room. That time and once again I'm bouncing round the room. That time once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then I'm bouncing around the room, bouncing around the room.
That they're all three singing something.
That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then I'm bouncing around the room, bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around, bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room. That time then once again I'm bouncing around the room.
So that one didn't have any like extended jams, but I will say it was kind of fun. It was just like a cool, again, like background song, like a cool song to just have on and chill to. So I kind of liked it. Like, you know, even without any jamming or anything like that. That second half of that, it was really cool. Anyway, what do you think of the song? What else should I check out? What have I missed so far? Let me know. See you here next time. See you at Alpine. Peace.